You know what to say?
Am I supposed to start?
No, but you know what to say?
I think so.
Okay. For your information,
This is Foon in Japanese.
I'm Aaron.
I'm Jess.
This is chapter 15.
Welcome to the podcast.
I just picked up Fee from his bachelor trip at Punta Cana. Honestly, the traffic was not as bad as I thought for being after work.
Yeah, I thought you guys were going to take it a lot longer.
No, but even getting there, because I planned it so when he lands, I'll go. And then, because when he lands, and he was international, so it takes, 10 minutes to get off the plane? 10-ish minutes to get off the plane. Actually, let's bring it up. When you text, say you land, and you text the person you're driving, who's picking you up, you landed, do you text the second the wheels touch down, or do you say you landed when you get to the gate?
When I touch down.
Okay.
But I say I just landed.
Okay.
Taxiing.
Taxiing, yes. Because I know sometimes, I think my dad did this, or it could be someone else I'm misremembering, but when he says he landed, he says it as he gets to the gate. Whereas I will say, oh, I landed, by the way, I just touched down.
Yeah.
And that, because when you touch down, it also depends on when it gives you leeway.
Yeah.
But one time I felt so incredibly bad. I touched down and I texted, I think it was Jen and Jeff. And usually getting to the gate and getting off the plane takes relatively, 20 minutes?
Yeah.
And which is the perfect time to go from South Shore to the airport. I was stuck on that plane for an hour.
Yeah, that's happened to me.
Because they, for some reason, I got so pissed. I went on Delta support and started get me compensation, whatever. I went full blown Karen because the reason they gave us was really kind of dumb.
There's no gate?
Not that there was no gate. They said there's a car that's blocking the gate. And I'm like, well, move the car. How hard is it to just jump, have someone call, jump in, drive that whatever car it was. And I'm like,
Yeah. So did they give you something?
No. It was so stupid. Do better. Speaking of flights, did you see Spirit Airlines got canceled?
Yeah, I saw.
I was looking on social media. Well, Christine's flight to Florida got canceled. She's going next month.
Oh, shit.
And then
Now what? Is she going to rebook?
they're going for a Tree and his friends, so she said that they were going to take care of it. Hi, Bella. But then a lot of people are really screwed over for EDC because so many people fly from Boston to Vegas on Spirit.
Oh.
And so now they don't know what they're doing. Apparently, I think United or American is helping them cap flight prices to help. But
Dang. What are you flying?
I'm flying.
Oh, you're already there. You're already on the West Coast.
Yeah, I'm on the West Coast. Okay. I'm flying to Seattle this Wednesday, and then I'm flying to LA, and then driving to Vegas, which I'm not excited for. But anyways, going back to picking Fee up from the airport, I thought there was going to be more traffic. So, when you, without doxing myself, when you leave my place, you have to take a left to get into that street, the main street.
Yeah.
Where you parked your car last time.
Yeah.
So that is the worst after work. I'm there for a minimum of 10 minutes just trying to get out.
Oh, shit, really?
So we get out, and then I get onto, not Storo Drive, but I take that, basically when you're going home, you're taking that exit to take, to go into the tunnel. Yeah. So I was expecting it to be packed because of work. It was open and free. So I'm like, oh, I'm going to get to the airport a lot faster than I expected. And I basically got to the airport, if you don't include the traffic legit just from that section, because that's just dumb traffic,
Yeah.
I got there in 10 minutes. But with that dumb traffic
so
right there,
waiting?
It was 20 minutes. Yeah, I didn't mind waiting. Because it was an international flight, they made me park in the parking lot, which is free, thank God.
Oh.
Terminal E.
So you have to wait in the parking lot?
Yeah, it's zone 4.
Okay.
So whenever you pick up someone from the international spot, if they're not already waiting, they will come up to you and be like, hey, if they're not on the sidewalk, you need to go park in zone 4 in the parking lot down the street.
Oh, I got you. Okay.
And so I texted them. I was like, hey, I'm here, but like, this is when I thought he was having issues with his gout, his foot. He was like, my gout's basically gone. I'm like, oh. And then we talked more about it, and then he's probably going to talk to you about it.
He's not having a flare-up right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he went there with it pretty good.
Yeah.
But his flare-up was like the week prior.
Yeah. But yeah, well, so they're just talking about it in the car, and I'm like, giving me ideas, and I'm like, okay, me and the girls now just have to make sure that you experience your batch to the fullest.
Did he feel like he experienced his to the fullest?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I know.
I haven't debriefed with him yet.
No, I mean, there's not like much that was crazy. It was just more so like I was just really happy that he had fun, that his gout wasn't like withholding him back, because it sucks with the timing of everything, because before he left, he had a flare up.
Yeah.
And so I was glad that that nothing was,
Yeah. No, that's good.
Yeah, which is making me excited for yours, even though I know it's gonna be like 100 degrees.
I know. I'm scared. Like even the Smoky Mountains day.
Oh,
We have to go early. I can't.
Also, I have to remember to like actually look into it, like
Yeah.
the little spreadsheet and all that stuff.
No, it's okay. I think I'm gonna look into it more once I finish planning for Asia. I've been doing a lot of research.
Yeah,
for
no,
Asia.
I mean, you do that. Maybe I'll message the girls and then see like what to do. Unless they already have their own thing, and I'm like, you know what? Do your girl things. Maybe I'm just happy to be there.
Yeah. Yeah, you can see. I just know they started brainstorming. There's, I think they shared the spreadsheet in the chat, so you can take a look. I don't think anything's been decided.
Yeah.
How was your weekend?
It was good. On Sunday, yesterday morning, I will say I was incredibly tired.
Yeah.
I woke up at 7 a.m. because Hody, my roommate, she was running a half marathon in Gloucester. I forgot what the name of it was. I think it was like Twin something, but it was her and Akira that were running it.
Okay.
And
Damn, I didn't know they could run like that. That's crazy.
they've been training, and
Oh my God.
it was really, again, it was kind of far from us, but it was really nice. The weather was kind of meek, it was kind of cold, but something that was hilarious, and I'm just gonna say it because it's been 2 years since it's been the past, but me and a few others started driving around 8:30 to get there. She already started the race, so I didn't see her start.
Okay.
But like, the more important thing is to see it end.
Yeah.
Yep. So we're driving, we get there, and we plan to meet her at mile 8. You know how long a half marathon is?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's like 13 point whatever miles. But we're gonna go see her at mile 8. That's a very important number, which I'll get to.
Okay.
So we get to mile 8, and it's actually a gorgeous view. It's like the beach. It was like Rockport, if you've been to Rockport. So we're just waiting for her, for them. I see Akira walk by. He's like, the way he's like just jogging. He's like looking at the. He doesn't see us screaming. He looks over. He goes, "Oh my God, there you guys are!" It looks like he's not like even batting a sweat. And Hody comes by, and we love you, Hody. We can see her like not struggling, but like she's like tired.
Yeah.
And like I'm like, oh, the two different, because he like was speeding.
Yeah.
She came a little like maybe like 20-ish minutes after him, but it was great. She was really happy to see us. We're like, okay, see you at the finish line. Get to the finish line. She's really happy to see us. Blah blah. We go. We celebrate. It's because it's a big accomplishment, you know.
Yeah.
So this is where like it's funny now, but 2 years ago, there was a portion of people going to run the half marathon, and then it was Hody running a 5K. A 5K, which can be done in 30 minutes, or she can do it in 30 minutes, because a 5K is 3 miles. And
That's
she,
impressive.
yeah, I mean, she says she runs around 30-ish minute miles, but regardless, it's still under an hour. Whereas half marathons is generally around the 3 hour mark.
Okay.
So I'm not sure if they all start at the same time, but Hody finishes. But when she finishes her 5K 2 years ago, no one's there to see her. They all saw her start, but no one's there to see her finish.
Oh.
And so she's like essentially alone.
Yeah.
And why? Because everyone that went to meet the people running the half marathons at mile 8. And so
Is it the same race?
no. It's just so
Is there just 2 races on the same day?
yes.
Okay.
But again, a 5K is done in like 30 minutes. They're not going to get to mile 8 for another hour and a half, maybe even 2 hours, you know? And so I'm not there because I was at a wedding. I was actually stuck on the train tracks because Amtrak had something happen with Amtrak, and it was the day I'm pretty sure I told you I was just stuck on the tracks. Like everyone was whatever. So I'm hearing all about this, and I'm trying to get more insight of like, oh, like why did like our friends just leave Hody to go like see people at mile 8? I'm like, oh, mile 8 must be like a very important thing. It's just a marker. It's just mile 8. And so I'm like, guys, I mean, I didn't say anything. I did judge. And they all worked it out. Everything is fine, by the way. I'm just retelling the story because I find it hilarious now that I'm there at mile 8 cheering Hody on. I'm like, wow, they really couldn't wait, 40 minutes max for her to finish running to go catch up, to go to whatever mile they're at, and then go see them at the end together.
So you're saying they could have seen like everything?
They could have. And I just found it ridiculous that all happened because now that I went to mile 8, I'm just standing there. I see her run by for like 20 seconds. She was really happy to see us. But like I could have, if I was in their position, I would have just waited, brought Hody with me to mile 8, 9, or 10. And if their thing was like, oh, like we might miss them. And I'm like, getting to mile 10 and then it's just a drive from mile 10 to mile like the end of the line. That's still 3 miles of them running, and they're not gonna run those in 30 minutes. And it's not gonna take you 30 minutes to drive 3 miles with traffic, maybe, but you're gonna make it. You know, like say they miss mile 8, but they see them at mile 10. You know, and so now that I have experience physically going to cheer someone on and seeing that, because I've been to a 5K race and now seeing a half marathon, I'm like, that's just ridiculous.
Yeah.
And it begs the question, is like, I mean, again, no harm, no foul. Everyone squashed their beef. But this is just a future topic of like being there for your friends and showing up for them. Kind of like the saying, like, if you want a village, be a villager. But at the same time, like, own what you say. Because like, for example, like Hody did say like, guys, it's okay if you don't come. I mean, she does have trauma, but like she said, it's okay if you guys don't come, blah, blah, blah. And I do believe that. But there are people that have expressed before like, oh, they're just saying that to be nice, but they actually wish people did come. I'm not saying anyone in mind, but that does happen a lot.
Yeah, I'm sure.
And so I guess in your instance, like, what is that boundary of, I guess, who you consider a friend and who what not, and whether or not they can be mad at you or not if you don't show up or you do show up, or if you don't show up, not, yeah.
I'm trying to think if this has ever happened to me. I think for me and my friends, or at least for me, it's very like, I'm gonna put it out there, and if I really do want people to come, I would say it. Cause like, for example, my 30th birthday.
Yes.
So I obviously want people to come, but at the same time, I understand like if I'm communicating it late, like it's kind of a last minute plan. So in those cases, I will lower my expectations. But like if I was planning it like 6 months in advance, then I think I would have higher expectations that my close friends would come or try their best to prioritize it. But since I planned it, it was like a month in advance, I don't even know. In that case, I definitely had lower expectations, and it's fine. Like if you can't come, But then I want to say like I'm trying to think like for like special occasions.
Like, do you think sacrifices? I mean, obviously sacrifices need to be made, whatever that might be. But do you think that's the case? Like a lot of the times, or do you think it's justified for the sacrifices? Like, for example, I sacrificed because I came home late, but you know what? I'm gonna be there for Hody. Like, she's one of my close bestest friends. I'm gonna sacrifice the sleep to drive all the way there. You know, I mean, if it was like a 2-4 hour drive, that might be a stretch. But because it's within under an hour, like I was gonna make it.
Well, I feel like I mean, did you tell her you were gonna go?
I said I'll
Like, were
try to
you
make
committed?
it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Because I was gonna say if someone tells me they're gonna come,
Bella.
and then they don't come, that's different. Like if you say you're gonna come and I'm expecting you to be there and then you're just like tired,
Yeah.
that's like not okay. But if it's like your situation where it's like, oh, I'll try my best to come, then I don't have any expectation
Okay.
that you would come. Like it's like a maybe, maybe not. That's why you're saying you tried your best. But also if it's like a big achievement or like it's not gonna happen again, then I also would probably hope that more people would come. But then I would just say that.
Okay.
But then like if it's something where it's important to me, but like it's not like a once in a lifetime thing, then I would probably like have lesser expectations.
Yeah.
Especially if like one or two people are gonna come.
Yeah.
Because maybe I don't want to like finish. Like for example, if I was in a race, maybe I don't want to finish like and be alone. That's like totally reasonable. But like maybe I'd be okay if it was just like one or two people could make it. Like at least I'm not by myself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Because also, like, again,
It just depends on the situation.
yeah. I mean, I definitely, if someone asked me, I would definitely try my best to attend anything if I am able to.
Right, you are like
Like,
that.
for example, like 2 years ago, like, I was at a wedding. And it's not like I could have skipped the wedding to go for, like, a half marathon, you know?
I mean, you can, but
Yeah. I mean,
but the wedding is the once in a lifetime thing. Like
yes. Someone actually asked me, because two of, I mean, this is also an if I get an invite, because who knows what's gonna happen in a few years.
yeah.
But two of my friends who are in opposite friend groups were planning a wedding at the same time, and my closeness to each
For the same day.
we don't know at this. So like,
Okay.
I remember saying like, oh, their weddings are the same month at least.
Okay.
And then I knew one date, and then I was like joking. Then the other couple was telling me like, "Oh, by the way, we're planning." I'm like, "Oh, haha!" As long as it's not X date. And they're like, "Wait, why?" I'm like, "Oh, like I have a potential wedding already that day." And they, "Oh, that was like our top contender." And I'm like, "Oh, please don't like because of me." But then they're like, "Oh, but if you're potentially invited, don't you think other people in the group would be?" And I'm like, "I don't know. I can assume yes, but I also don't know what could happen in a year."
Right. You wouldn't know.
Yeah, but then that's also a situation where it's like, how do you do that? Because I know some people have actually been in that position before, where two other, like,
So unless
I
think this-
know wedding is also like a whole nother top, like a whole nother like.
because I think this has happened to somebody else,
Uh-huh.
and I think you just have to like be the most
Sorry.
fair you can, because
Yeah.
some people decide before the other, and in my eyes, for the most part, like how do I say it? Like I need to respect that other people have to make decisions in their own life. So if they decide that they're going to attend something beforehand, it's really hard for me to say just because like it's me and I decide that I want to do something after the fact
Yeah.
that you should then prioritize me.
Yeah.
Unless it's like something drastic where it's like you're my best friend and you're not going to attend my wedding because you decided to go golfing one day. Like obviously like
Yeah.
that you can change your plans for, but like I do think like depending on situation, like who shares their final date first and like like maybe request an RSVP first. Like you just need to decide and then tell the other person like that's just what it is.
I definitely think wedding is a more extreme circumstance. Yeah. But do you also have, I guess it's also expectations of friends, where it's like, let's say running for example, say you're running a half marathon, but then I don't show up for yours. But then someone...
It's a crazy hypothetical. I would never.
Hey, never say never. But then say someone else runs the half marathon, but then I go to theirs. Do you think you have felt some type of way? And the situation is both. Like
Well, who asked you? Like who told you?
No, not the same day. It's just in general.
Oh.
Like, do you think you would have felt something? Why did he go to their half marathon but not mine? And say everything's the same. Not the same day, but like the same
same distance, same.
I mean, all distances are the
same.
same.
Like the marathon itself is
Yeah, everything is the same. Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, I probably wonder.
Okay. Do you think we'd bring it up?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, because you're my close friend. If like for example, I tossed in a group chat and like someone I'm not as close with didn't come, like I would just be like, oh, ouch, but.
Yeah, because maybe because I am overthinking so much, and I do see like this actually happen in real life, either from my friends, your friends, our friends, or like in hearing. It's like, oh, but then if I run a half marathon, that will also never happen. I can't be mad at you, or I can't expect you to come, even though I really want you to come. But I can't expect that because I didn't go to yours. But then people, I feel like sometimes have skew mentality when it comes to friendships, like giving more or whatever.
I want to say, it's hard for me to relate because I don't think I have like a specific example from my own life. But I want to say like, it kind of, you have to be like on the same page with your friends. Like it shouldn't be that like transactional where it's like next time like, oh, I'm free, but because you didn't go to mine, I'm not gonna go. Yeah, like it shouldn't be like that.
Yes, I do think people also take friendship a little bit too serious when sometimes it's not. But because people take it too serious, it also stems from the emotional factor.
Yeah.
And like, I understand every friendship is different. Like, it's not black and white. There's a lot of gray area. And this is just from my personal experience, and I mean, I will just say this. Hopefully I do try my best to attend things for others. And I do know I have that reputation. Yeah. The reputation?
You do.
And people kind of already expect that from me because I do that. Whereas if someone else, they don't have that reputation and they don't do it, that's fine. But because I'm not showing up, they're like, oh, like, why isn't he showing up? Does he hate me?
Oh, yeah.
But it's okay if they don't show up to mine because they don't have the expectation.
Yeah.
But they are sad about me because they expect me. But I'm like, you can't have that expectation just because I had that reputation.
Right.
That was bars. That was bars. You can't. Wait, what did I say?
You can't have that expectation because you have that reputation.
Yes. Yes. That's gonna be the title of this.
That's so funny.
You can't have.
Yeah, damn. Sucks to be you.
But then I have to level set that sometimes. Be like, hey, like, I understand. Like, I mean, granted, there should be most of the time, if I'm not showing up to something, it's probably for a good reason. And I personally don't think for myself, not for others, being tired is an excuse. Yeah. Unless it's like, for example, yesterday, even though I went to the race, we went out to eat afterwards, went to the gym, and then I just like yapped for like hours with my friends. I should have not gone to anything after the gym, and I shouldn't have ate out because we went to Kowloon. My first time at Kowloon. And like just like Americanized Chinese food, so I felt really gross. So we went to the gym, but I should have went back home, and then like went on with my life. As in, like, did my errands, do all that. So I made it work. But unless I'm like genuinely like jam packed, I had errands I had to run that I knew was gonna take me all day, and because it's Sunday, things close early, I wouldn't have gone, and that should be like a legit excuse. But then like
Yeah.
if I'm like, oh, like I'm just not gonna go, I'm just tired, like that's not like me.
Yeah.
But I understand to other people that's fine for them, and people don't. But then sometimes it's just like that expectation from me because of my reputation.
Yeah. Yeah, I
just got mad deja vu just now.
really.
Yeah, like playing with this, talking about this exact same topic.
Really?
Maybe we talked about this before. Okay, sorry.
I'm sure we have.
Yeah.
Because I was going to bring up another thing that I'm pretty sure you know about me is I hate flakers.
Yes.
Flakers. Yeah, that's just.
Is it you hate flakers that say that they are going and then last minute say, or does it matter like about the time frame, or because it's last minute?
Yeah, I think a lot more last minute.
Okay.
But
Okay, for a question for you, what flaking and flakers are different? Kinda, because if you're flaking, it's like a last minute thing. But if you're a flaker, you're known. You know.
okay,
So
I don't think anyone we know is actually a flaker. Oh,
I won't name names, but
oh really?
yes,
Okay, there's also levels to flaking.
yes.
There's flaking where it's like it doesn't really impact the overall. Like still, you know, obviously wish you were there, wish you didn't do that, but it's not impacting the entire night. But like, what if the event includes like 3 people and then 2 people flake? Then it's just me. You know what I mean? And then the event doesn't happen.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, okay, so I was actually doing unpacking internally in my head why I hate flakers or people who flake. And I think it has to do with me and my control thing, where part of, I guess context is I'm learning as I get older, I like to be in control of things, whether it's like my schedule or like things that are upcoming. And I've always known this about myself as a kid is I hate change. So changing things like all the time, basically outside of what I expect, is something that like stresses me out. So it probably stems from some of that, where if I know in my head and I'm preparing in my head, and usually I'm excited, like I like social events and like doing things with people, so I'm probably excited about it. If I plan in my head, I'm gonna do all this and I'm anticipating it, and I like the people flake last minute and it basically causes the event to not happen, then I get very upset by that because, well, I'm disappointed. Now I'm like, what am I supposed to do? I had planned in my head that I would like take the 6 hours to do this today, and now it's not happening. And then also, I just personally am like, why would you flake? Like unless it's an emergency, which I totally understand. Like if something comes up, like I totally get that. No big deal. No big deal. But yeah, if it's just like flaking just to be like, like I'm tired.
Yeah.
Or like, I don't feel like doing it, or I don't feel like driving out anymore, then I'm like, oh.
Yeah. I guess how many times or situations, it could be like a as-is basis, would someone go from flaking to becoming a flaker? Or have that reputation, I guess.
Oh, sorry, what would you?
Like how many times or situations does that person, a person need to be? Like for example, the name I said to you earlier, like there's been so many circumstances, and like I understand there are situations that they sometimes can't get out, but then we also prioritize like other things.
Yeah, I mean
But they're still known as, if we invite that person, I'm like, oh, like they like let's just plan because they might not even make it.
Yeah.
Because they flake.
Yeah.
And so I guess to you.
Yeah, I will say actually, even besides like the one that you were telling me about, there is like another example I thought of, actually somebody else. And to be honest, I just like put less of my emotional like dependence on them attending or not. But I just like it won't prevent me from making plans from them, and I'm not gonna be like, I mean, because at the end of the day, you can do whatever you want. So I'm not gonna be like, oh, I'm never gonna like especially if I like the person, like I'm not gonna be like, oh, you're not my friend anymore. But like, I just will.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
I'll
it's
put,
never.
Yeah, I'll
It's
just
never
like
that
put less
serious.
of my expectations on them attending.
Yeah.
So I'll be less disappointed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's never at the point where like if you're flaking or you're a flaker, like, it's not like unless it's like, for example, like if someone like flaked in your wedding, but
Yeah. Unless, something important. Yeah.
yeah, but it's not a big deal.
Right.
It's just you do get a reputation. You do get,
Just know that I'm disappointed.
yeah, exactly. You
That's
have
all.
less expectations, and your how you are viewed is probably skewed.
Yeah. Yeah. And I would say honestly, I mean, people flake, and it's like
Yeah.
honestly, it's fine.
Unless the thing is sometimes it's just like it's like every single time. So at
Yeah.
that point it's like you can't get mad if you're not invited anymore. You
Yes,
know?
that's true. That is true. That is true.
And then
Because it takes effort to
Yeah.
include people too. Like, especially if you're planning for something where, I mean, you can't invite everybody. Like, there's going to have to be like a max at some point.
Yeah.
And so you're going to use that spot on someone who will likely show
Yeah.
up.
Yeah. So hey, what are your feelings on people that want to be invited or like asked to be invited, knowing that they can't go? Like, would you still give them the invite, or no?
It depends on kind of like what I was saying. If there's a max, and they're not going to come, then no,
Okay.
because I'm gonna use that spot on somebody else.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But if there's a chance they might come, then
What if like you know like
still
they
will.
like they're out of the country, they're like their work schedule, like you know for a fact, and it's not even like it's like something big. That can be like a trip or like a house party
oh yeah,
or
probably.
like a hangout. It's like, would you even like bother?
I'm trying to think. I think
I mean, there's
So
limitations
actually-
to everything. Yeah.
it's actually for a house party. Well, it actually depends on the size of the party. Like for example, if it's gonna be one of our like barbecues that we do where apparently the limit doesn't exist, then we've like fired off invitations to like Jack and Grace, even though they're in California.
Okay. Yeah.
But
That's
that's just like it's like for fun. Like
yeah.
they're not gonna make it, but like if it's actually on the other hand, if it's a casual hangout where it's not really the size that matters, but I need almost like timely response / like for convenience.
Yeah.
I just want to invite people who I know for sure can make it. Because it's like, what if like the one-off hangout is like, oh, just come over for dinner. We're gonna like fire up the Blackstone
Okay.
like tonight. If I feel like you're not gonna make it, like if I know you mentioned, oh, you're busy like picking up your parents from the airport or
Yeah.
something like that. In the back of my head, I'm like, oh, he's probably not gonna make it. Like, let me just like quickly focus my attention on messaging people I know who are free.
Okay.
So it depends, but like, yeah.
Okay.
Because sometimes like you just like, if I need the event to happen or like the gathering to happen in like 2 hours, I'm not gonna go around messaging like the entire friend
Yeah.
group if I know
Yeah.
some people are busy.
That's true. Okay. That's all fair. So
Yeah.
now, how do you feel like I need to try to listen with this because I'm going to be rambling because I don't know how to like
Okay.
talk this into like a coherent thought. What are your thoughts on maybe you wouldn't know, but like an established friend group going on trips together, but then other people that aren't in that established friend group feeling left out / wish they were invited?
Oh.
How do you feel about that?
Yeah, that's tough. My take is like, it just is what it is.
Yes. But would you voice like
Like if I felt that way, if I was like the one feeling like I should be invited or I want to be invited.
yes, but would you voice that like for example if I'm going on a trip with like an established group, but then you're like, oh my god, like that seems so fun, like I wish I was invited. Would you have brought that up to me?
Probably not.
Okay, and but say like the people that I'm going with is like also either equally or you are close with them, but like it's like
Oh.
an established group.
Oh, then probably not.
Okay.
But like, I think
Like, would
This is
you?
all hypothetical because I don't think this happened to me before, but like, let's say that did happen, and I felt like, oh, like, wish I was there. What I might do is not like insert myself in the group, but like, I feel like a group is a group for a reason. So if you form your own, maybe a trip will come out of it too. Like,
Yes,
you have to like kind of build that. So not to like scheme and like insert myself and like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? But if you want a certain dynamic, like you should try to like create that for yourself. Obviously, it might not always happen. Like, you can't force things, but I think I wouldn't try to like just directly insert myself into whatever like established group there already was, but maybe try to like create my own.
Yeah. Do you think then? How do you feel then when people are like, "Oh, I wish you told me." Like, say you're an outsider. Like, I wish you told me about this trip, or I wish you invited me. Like, how would you even respond to that?
People say that.
That's you'd be surprised that people say that.
I would probably just like, oh, maybe next time.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes it's this like for example, it's like a communication thing. They're just saying it, but maybe, and this could be something that I could work on. There's no point of saying it if they're like, what are you expecting to get out of it? Like, are you expecting to get an invite?
Right.
Knowing that this group going is this group for a reason.
Right.
You know, like I understand if like, oh, but why is this person going? Then maybe, yeah, bring it up. But like, more likely than not, like, that's how I see it. If I see other people like hang out without me and stuff, like, yeah, I feel left out. But then I'm like, wait, like, what's the occasion? What's the probable cause? You know,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
is it a
feel
girls
like,
thing? Is it like a group thing? Is it like a school gathering thing? Like, there's
Right.
reasons to everything the way I see it. And if
Yeah,
I truly am, I felt left out.
So I think that So I think the difference is, if from my point of view, an established group did something. Like you said, they're an established group for a reason, whether it's like something in common or like, you know, something in the past, like they went to school together or whatever. In those cases, I wouldn't like try to be like, oh, like wish I was there and stuff like that. But if I felt like I was in an established group and then everyone else in that group went and did something and I felt like
Yes.
I was supposed to be part of it, that's when I think I would say something.
Yes. So it actually happened to me like a couple years ago, but then again, I justified it. So everyone that oh my god, it's like I'm like cringing even talking about this and like talking about established groups. But like the friend group I am in, they're all hanging out together without me, but with someone else that each of them are close to, but I'm not.
Okay.
So once I found that out, I'm like, oh, like that sucks that they're all together and I'm not there. But I'm justifying it because like I'm not close to that person, and they were hanging out at their house.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That
so that's
makes
why I was
sense.
like, oh,
That
it
makes
sucks
sense.
that I'm not there. But I'm like, I'm not gonna be like,
But you're not close to the person who's hosting it.
yeah,
Yeah.
like I know them, but I'm not close to them.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, I'm not gonna be like, guys, like, I wish I was invited, blah blah blah. And it sucks because I actually know if I had said that, they would have.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I'm like, I don't.
It just feels forced.
It feels forward, and I
Yeah.
don't need to be there. Like that's like your thing.
Right.
Unless I was equally like, I don't know, equally close to that person too.
Right.
But then it's like, everyone has a different relationship with other people.
Yeah.
And I feel like lately I've been in that position where people are like, why wasn't I invited? And I'm like, and I will say, I don't mind being like scapegoat for my friends. And if say if you, like for example, your 30th, I know what type of like vibe you want to curate. And you told me these lists of people. And I'm like, sure, like, do you want me to give you suggestions for other people? But I knew to like not bring up other people to you because I don't want you to feel stressed, like, to invite them too. Like and then another trip I would go on, like, oh, like who do you want to ask? Like, this is not my trip, but how do you want this trip to be curated? You know, and I don't mind being a scapegoat. Like, people get mad at me all they want, Because at the end of the day, it's like, it's not because I don't want, like, you as an example, I don't want Jess there because she's gonna ruin the vibe. It's like, oh, I don't want Jess there just because it's not Jess. I don't want Jess there. I don't want Fee there. I don't want XYZ. It's just because this group is an established group.
Yeah.
And I feel like I've been in that position lately that I've been hearing it like through both ends of my ear. That's like, why wasn't I invited? Why wasn't?
Yeah, it's tough. I feel like, I mean, obviously things go on like that I'm not invited to. And I feel similar where it's like, oh, I do wish I was there because I just like being around people. So like, it'd be fun. But I do feel like it's not usually a personal attack, like you said.
Yeah, it's not.
It's not. And for the most part, it's just reality. Like, you just can't invite everybody to, like, anything. So I feel like if you kind of look past, like, your own feelings of being left out, there's always going to be some very just rational, realistic reason why this hangout was the way it was.
Yeah.
And then you just have to accept the fact that that's okay.
Yeah.
Because, like, for example, like, even if like I'm an established group with like 5 people and the 4 of them hang out without me, most likely, I mean, they could be like having a problem with me and then we would address that. But like for the most part, like I bet 99% of the time, maybe they just thought I was like busy with something, or maybe I really was busy and they didn't bother reaching out. Like, and that's for their own convenience, which is totally fine. Like, there's just always like a reason, I think, that makes it okay, actually.
Yeah.
So I just have to be okay with not being at everything.
Yeah, and that's how I approached it.
Yeah.
There's always a justification to everything, and if there's not, if you went to bed and you feel the same way like the next day, and like you really don't know the reason, then bring it up. And I also would trust my friends.
Yes.
To, don't get me wrong, I am glad that my friends are comfortable coming to me, talking to me like, oh, why wasn't I invited, blah, blah, blah. But then it does get to a point where I feel guilty.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure if their point was to like say point blank, or, you know, like I don't.
Are they trying to get you invited the next time, or are they really trying to understand like why?
Yes.
Yeah.
But sometimes I'm also like, maybe they don't know that like this group is established.
Yeah.
I hate saying that, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I also, again, would trust my friends to come to me, to tell me about, like, hey, like, I don't want to get to the point where I'm not invited to something because I did something wrong. So I hope they would have come to me beforehand to hash whatever out. Because I would like to say I'm pretty reasonable and I haven't given a bad reaction if or when someone has reached out to me to discuss something. I don't think it has happened. And if it has, don't talk to me. But I don't know, I am glad that they are communicative, but at the same time, it just puts so much pressure on me because I'm like, what are you trying to get out of this?
Yeah.
Like, again, probably the answer is they don't know that the group going is an established group.
Actually, I was thinking too, because it is hard to tell sometimes if a group is established, I guess. Like, because sometimes I'm sure there are circumstances where people just do things together strictly out of convenience, and it's actually totally fine if other people come too.
Yes.
So in those cases, I do get the perspective of like kind of expressing that you're interested too.
Yeah.
Because then maybe there really was nothing wrong with like additional people coming.
I guess the instances that I'm talking about were like trips.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, trips. Because, like, for example, like, hanging out at a house and stuff, it's like, if it's a girls' night, it's a boys' night, or, like, at this point, like, in my friend group and our friend group, we kind of already know the groups.
Yeah.
Yeah, and, like, if a new group forms, so be it, like, whatever. But then, like, I think it's more so trips.
Which is interesting, because actually, my friend group, you probably know, we're very open about who comes.
Yeah.
On our things, actually.
Yeah.
It'd be like whoever the hell is free.
Which, I mean, is good. But sometimes, like, maybe this is where I'm the problem. Whereas like sometimes like we or my group wants to like curate something specific. We want
yeah,
to
in that
like
case, yeah, then that matters.
we want to yeah. It's like it's not like a oh whoever comes. It's like oh we're trying to curate something special for us.
That is true. That's true. Because sometimes I'm thinking of like a festival.
Oh yeah, no,
but that's like different.
Yeah, that's different. Like for example, like I don't understand what you mean though.
Yeah.
But then also that point where it's like if I'm traveling somewhere, like say I'm going to Cali, I'm not gonna invite everyone who wants to go to Cali because I'm most likely staying with Mike. He can only fit a finite number of people.
Right.
And unless everyone else can find their own housing, which I'll be like, hey, you know what? If we want all these people to go, hey guys, like I'm going to Cali. Whoever wants to come comes. I'm going to be staying with Mike. 3 people can stay with him. If more people want to come, you have to find your own housing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
But I understand what you mean because then people also have that mindset. It's like, why can't everyone just be invited? But then at that point, it's like.
But then, like logistically, that always gets complicated.
Yeah.
If, like everyone
and then
needs to be included.
That and then like for example, like even get-togethers at home, it's like, yes, you can invite everyone. Whoever can show up shows up. But they say everyone shows up, you lose that intimacy.
Yeah.
Like talking wise.
Yeah. There's like definitely pros and cons.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I do feel left out sometimes, but it is what it is.
Yeah, I mean, I do too. And again, it is what it is.
As long as it's not like
an attack.
Yeah, like I don't like you.
I might then host like a bigger thing to like.
The day after or the weekend after?
The week after.
Oh, the week after.
Yeah, May 30th.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why? Is this something special?
No, I mean, if it's a free weekend, like why not? Like start the summer.
True.
We have to maximize on all our summer weekends because.
True.
I don't know. August is quickly approaching.
Dude, I know.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, we just picked up Fee, and I know he's starving. I know you're starving.
Yeah.
And I don't think I'm gonna go to eat.
Okay.
Yeah, I would have went if Sherrick went.
You don't want a third wheel?
I don't mind third wheeling, but I feel like he's been gone for a whole weekend. You guys should catch up. I mean, let's see.
This is gonna be Fee during the dinner. He's not even gonna talk to me.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, let's see how I feel when we finish and wrap up. Because if I go, because I am thinking about those chicken wings.
Yeah, those chicken wings.
I am thinking about those chicken wings, but then I don't know. I've been eating really bad this past week.
Honestly, same.
Yeah, but I mean, this is vacation. The next 2 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks is my vacation time.
Yeah.
I'm going to my first Vegas buffet next week. We're going to the Wynn.
I'm trying to remember if I've done one before.
Every time I've been to Vegas, which is not long, I think I've been 3 times. I've never been.
So you know how my memory is bad?
Yeah.
And it's been quite a few years since I went to EDC Las Vegas. I actually don't remember like anything.
I just remember.
I don't.
Because we stayed relatively near each other at EDC because we were in downtown, and once I'm in downtown,
where did I stay? I don't remember
the D. I just remember that because the last day you were like. I remember like pushing the luggages. There's that video of you.
Struggling.
You were struggling.
Yeah, that's like the only thing I remember.
Yeah. Other than that, I don't know what you did because we stayed at different hotels. But we stayed in downtown. I remember that, and I remember because I didn't want to go on a strip at all because I don't gamble.
Yeah, me neither.
And plus like you wake up, you eat, you get ready, and like you have to leave. Because you have to leave around 5 p.m.
Yeah, because you're like further from the.
And then you're sleeping from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m.
That's just crazy.
I know. I'm not ready, but anyways, thanks for listening. We did batch a few chapters ahead of time, so this will probably be released right after EDC actually.
Oh, nice.
So next time we talk will be about
debrief
EDC, the Gorge, Seattle, Vegas.
Damn.
Yeah.
I don't have anything to debrief.
I'll
just tell you what I've been doing at home, I guess.
Anyways, again, thank you for listening. Like and subscribe and comment down below what you'd like us to talk about. And everything we talk about today, if you feel some type of way, address it to me. And try not to come out to anyone. But anyways, FYI.
This is FIY.
Thanks for watching.